In Athena's sanctuary, there are 4 secret armors that no one, absolutely no one, knows what they all are or what they're for. However, with the Heaven Saga finally being released, where Kuramada is solving several old mysteries from the story of Knights of the Zodiac, the 4 mysterious armors may finally appear and show their true power in favor of humanity. Hello, Knights of the Amazons. Welcome to Sempre Quiz Saber. I'm Wes. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the relationship between the 4 secret armors and the final saga of Knights of the Zodiac, which is the Heaven Saga. Did you like the topic? So go ahead and click like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and let's get into this awesome video. For us to understand how these 4 mysterious armors will show up in the Heaven Saga, we need to explore their true origin. Long before Saga wore the Pegasus armor, long before Saga of Gemini usurped the throne of the Grand Master, shortly after the beginning of time, there was the mythological era. In the universe created by Masami Kuramada, when the universe emerged through the Big Bang, the supreme virtue spread, and those who managed to awaken this absolute power within themselves called it the 9th sense. They became what we know as gods. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades were the first. Zeus ruled the heavens and the earth, Poseidon the oceans, and Hades the underworld. And when Zeus mysteriously disappeared, he left the earth under the protection of his daughter Athena. And that's where the problems began. Poseidon, the emperor of the seas, decided that the earth should be his. And so he started the First Holy War. At that time, humanity was at an absolute disadvantage. Poseidon's warriors, known as Marinas, wore armors called scales, which were impenetrable, and while Athena's young defenders fought only with their own bodies, using the power of the cosmos to tear the skies and open fissures in the earth. The massacre was enormous. Seeing her young warriors dying, Athena made a drastic decision that would change the history of the world. She ordered the creation of sacred armors to protect her warriors. And here comes a fascinating detail from the official chronology. These armors were forged by the alchemists of the lost continent of Mu. These are the ancestors of characters we love, like Mudiaris, Zion, and Kiki. They used extremely rare materials that exist only in the universe of Saint Seiya. These are orichalcum, germanium, and stardust, which contain the energy of the universe itself. Based on the constellations of the night sky, exactly 88 sacred armors were created. This was the beginning of the story about the secret armors. And as we know, the structure of Athena's army is divided as follows. There are 12 gold armors corresponding to the zodiac signs, used by the most powerful warriors whose speed reaches the speed of light. And then we have 24 silver armors for specialist warriors. They break the sound barrier and handle complex missions. And at the base, we have 48 bronze armors for the frontline warriors. So we have a total of 84 armors. But the goddess Athena herself states categorically that there are 88 constellations and 88 armors. So 4 are missing. These are the 4 armors of unknown rank and mysterious functions. For years, fans have created thousands of theories, but the fact is that these armors exist and have a special classification. One of these lost armors has already officially appeared in the acclaimed story of the Gigantomachia. This book is official, where we follow Athena's battle against the giants led by the god Typhon. In this story, which takes place between the Poseidon Saga and the Hades Saga, we meet May, the legitimate heir of the Grodd Foundation, and the true legitimate son of Mitsumasa Kito. Therefore, May is the brother of the Bronze Saints in the manga. May was trained in Sicily under the tutelage of none other than the sadistic death mask of Cancer. He wears the Berenices hair armor. This is an armor that has no classification. It's not gold, it's not silver, and it's definitely not bronze. It is capable of creating strong threads for the knight to use in battle. It's also an armor with the power to seal the giant Typhon. This is the only secret armor that has been revealed so far. And as we know, in the current Heaven Saga, Seiya and his friends have lost their memories. And when Olympus finally decides to wipe out humanity, Athena won't have her main army by her side. The 12 gold saints sacrificed their lives in the explosion of the Wall of Lamentation in the underworld, and their souls were sealed by the gods. Their gold cloths crossed the dimension toward the Elysian fields, thanks to the resonance with Poseidon's Cosmo. 5 more of them were completely destroyed by the god of death, Thanatos. As for Silver Saints currently, we only have Marin and Shayna, who are missing in the Heaven chapter. Even Jabu, Nachi, Ichi, and Geki haven't appeared since the Hades chapter. Athena's army is destroyed. The sanctuary is just a pile of ruins. But despite everything, it's attracting the Bronze Saints, who are without their memories. This could possibly be happening only because of the Cosmo of Iolos, which is contained in his testament. The current enemy facing Athena is the goddess Kur. However, with the awakening of Sauri as Athena once again, Kur's fall is imminent, and the next enemies are the celestial angels of Olympus. This is where, my friends, Athena's final move comes into play, along with the 4 mysterious armors. They will make their glorious debut in the canonical story. The most relevant theory points out that these 4 armors were never made to fight against Hades or Poseidon. They are forbidden armors. When the alchemists from the continent of Mo forged the sacred armors, they did so following divine orders. These 4 armors carry within their essence the ichor, the blood of the gods themselves, possibly the blood of Athena herself. This would explain why the Coma Berenices armor was able to seal Typhon. As we know, these armors do not have the rank of bronze, silver, or gold, because they are categorized as anti-god armors. For ages, they were sealed at Star Hill, the sacred mountain where the Grand Master observes the stars and predicts the future. That's because the power contained within them is so unstable and overwhelming that it would be too dangerous to entrust to any knight. But now, in the Heaven chapter, the moment of desperation has arrived, more than ever. Athena needs knights with the power to seal enemy gods. And that's why it's only natural for these sacred armors to canonically appear in the manga. One of these armors would also be related to the awakening of the Bronze Knight's memories, bringing them back to the battle alongside Athena. That's one clue we have for figuring it out. What would the other 3 secret armors be besides the Coma Berenices armor? It's the Abel movie. As we know, 3 armors that don't belong to the bronze, silver, or gold ranks are shown in this story. The important thing is that one of them is also the Coma Berenices armor, which matches the official story from the Gigantomachia book. So, in theory, the Karina and Lynx armors could also be part of the secret armors. The Karina armor has never appeared in any other official Saint Seiya work, so that possibility still exists. As for the Lynx armor, shown in both the episode G Saga and Omega, it was identified as a bronze armor, so the chances of it being used by Kurumada as one of the mysterious armors drop drastically. The important thing to know is that these 4 secret armors emanate a chaotic aura, mixing the light of the stars with a primordial energy. They allow the user to elevate their cosmos beyond the 8th sense and temporarily reach the gateway to the 9th sense. That way, they become capable of momentarily equaling a god in order to seal them. With the forbidden armors being revealed, they could be used by Shiryu, Ogashun, and Ikki to defeat or seal a specific god. Seiya would be left out of this, because the legend says that Pegasus, he is the knight destined to wound the bodies of the gods, the one who wounded Hades in the mythological era, and the appearance of the 4 secret armors. It would serve exactly to create the necessary opening for Seiya to fulfill his story as Pegasus, the God Slayer. On the other hand, many believe that the secret armors have already been revealed, and we didn't notice. So, the 4 secret armors would be the armor of Coma Berenices, Athena's armor, which was revealed in the Hades saga, and the golden armor of Ophiuchus, which appeared in Next Dimension. And finally, the Phoenix armor, which has the power to rise from the ashes. However, I personally don't like this idea very much, because the secret armors don't have a classification. And as we know, the Phoenix and Ophiuchus armors do have a classification. Even though Ophiuchus has 2 classifications, being both silver and gold, only Athena's armor and Coma Berenices would fit with this information. But what about you? What do you think about all this? Do you believe that the 4 secret armors will really appear in the Heaven Saga? Leave your opinions in the comments. And of course, thanks for watching. See you next time. May your Cosmo reach infinity.
Game seu Cosmo até o infinito.